Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to this session of Observability Insights. Today's topic is elevating multi-cloud database monitoring with observability management. My name is Catherine Jennings, and I have with me today Jay Prakash Subramanian and Gagan Chawla, who will be leading our session today.
Hello all, a warm welcome to this Observability and Insight series. I am Jay Prakash. I am from the product management team. And today we'll be talking about how to monitor Oracle databases and applications running on multi-cloud with OCA Observability and Management services. We know many of our customers adopt OCA O&M database management for monitoring and managing their fleet of databases around their database estates. So these Oracle database can be configured either on on-premise data center or Oracle Cloud or any other cloud such as Amazon AWS, Azure, GCP, or some third-party cloud providers. For today's session, we'll discuss on how to monitor the databases and applications running in AWS. So this is an example scenario. The same can be applicable for other cloud providers also. So we'll start with how to set up the network connectivity between OCA and AWS. Which is a basic prerequisites need to configure the observability and management solution. Then we'll talk about the overview of different options for Oracle database in AWS cloud. Then we'll go over the O&M services for Oracle AWS for monitoring each of the options provided by AWS. And then we'll wrap up with the key summaries and takeaways. Yeah, so with cloud adoption, the modern business has application deployed across many different environments, and they're on-premise or hybrid cloud, and some no longer they don't have any data centers, and they have applications spanning on different cloud providers, which we generally call it as multi-cloud. So it's critical to modernize the management to support all the deployment types in use and plan for the future also. As a first step is to collect an inventory of all the tools purchased over the years and review it what they support today and does it meet new digital and business modernization needs. And just to identify how many of those tools created silos, inefficiencies, and required extra training or resources. With modern manageability and management, you can use one tool that can manage all your apps databases across on-premises, hybrid, and multi-cloud environments, which helps you to constantly monitor for customer impacting events, vulnerabilities, to provide end-to-end observability insights, to help us and prioritize the recommendations, and to remediate issues quickly across complex environments. So let's talk about the unique design principles of OCA Observability and Management platform. Oracle has the O&M platform with already integrated services, not just a cloud, but with a whole bunch of different services that customers have to integrate themselves. That's more complete, more open, and higher value are the key tenets of Oracle's O&M platform. That's the key strategy and design of O&M. It's a platform based on open standards like CNCF, open tracing, open telemetry, and FluentD, etc. So Oracle provides visibility and machine learning driven actionable insights to ease management across all layers of stack deployed on any technology and anywhere. The top priority today is increasing automation to drive scale and predictable results. So Oracle's integrated functionality and automation for DevOps monitoring and IT operations management makes it 50% easier to prevent and solve IT problems to a big extent. It improves the IT efficiency, identifies code level and performance issues that is 10 times faster and reduce IT operations complexity for all the organizations. Oracle's cloud observability and management platform provides a pre-integrated ready-to-use services that built on industry standard solutions and to integrate with OCI cloud infrastructure that provides AI-driven insights, scalability, security, cost management capabilities, customization options, and with global availability option. So that makes it a compelling choice for organizations seeking for a robust observability and management solution for their cloud deployments. Observability starts with the basic cloud services like OCI compute, storage, networking, security, control plane, telemetry, and so on. On top of that, there are some foundational services like monitoring, logging, notification, streaming, and functions that helps development and DevOps to accelerate the accelerate and protect the cloud native app development. So OCA Service Connector Hub enables the integration with other services as well as with the open standard-based third-party services. On top of that foundational services, we continue to add advanced services like OCA application performance monitoring, stack monitoring, logging analytics, database management, OS management, and operations insight that we call it as ops insights, providing capabilities that helps customers to gain greater insights, solve current business problems, and innovate for the future. With the Oracle Cloud and ONM platform, the hardest part like plumbing and integration part is already done. Customers can add their services that work in the context which either each others as they need, and they can share common functionality and resources rather than having to code in all the items individually. Oracle solution employs an unique integrated approach that provides organization with end-to-end visibility, predictability, and insights across all layers of the technology stack deployed on both cloud and on-premise environments. Oracle brings a holistic approach to a multidisciplinary field with existing solutions are piecemeal for unfragmented, requiring companies to decide on significant staff and budget for integrations, infrastructure, and maintenance and support of multiple vendor solutions. Oracle eliminates the complexity and risk associated with today's multi-tool approach and make it as multi-cloud management intuitive and more effective. The benefits of game-changing advantages versus competitive offerings like Amazon's AWS CloudWatch and Microsoft Azure Arc. These products can predominantly focus on managing their own platforms rather than supporting the other providers. Amazon only provides offering for assets and deployed on AWS, and as well as Microsoft supports Azure and its partner certified hardwares only. But the key pillars of our O&M strategy that include it's an integrated platform, and we have the provision to see the cluster views, support for cloud native and traditional technology stacks as well, seamless visibility across all Oracle Cloud, third-party clouds, and on-premises infrastructure also. An ecosystem interoperability through standards based on exchange and collection. So let's see the basic network setup prerequisites to connect the AWS databases to OCI, observability and management. As more organizations adopt hybrid cloud architecture, it becomes crucial to establish a secure and reliable connection between the multi-cloud infrastructure and multi-cloud environments. So in this architecture diagram, the left side is the OCI infrastructure and its services that host the O&M platform also. And on the right side, it's the AWS side where the RDS databases and the other applications are running. Both are connected via secured connection, which will be explained in the further slides. So we need to deploy a lightweight management gateway and management agent and the AWS host to connect and share the data and metrics between the RDS databases and OCI services. We'll talk about that in further slides. The network connectivity can be achieved in different options such as VPN, direct connect, or fast connect. So depending on the organization's requirement. Here we are showing the options of using the site-to-site VPN with IPsec VPN connection to establish a secure connection between OCI and AWS. So this is a high-level network connectivity steps. So by using the IPsec VPN tunneling. So you can scan this QR code to get the documentation link for connecting the OCI with AWS cloud through IPsec VPN connection. So the high-level steps include creating a temporary customer gateway, create a virtual private gateway, and create a VPN connection, download the configuration, create the new customer gateway, and modify the connection with new customer gateway on the AWS side. On the OCI side, you need to create the CPE, that is the customer premise equipment, create a DRG and attach it to the VCN, and create the IPsec VPN connection. And finally, you need to do the routing and security list changes on both the sides to route all the traffic that initiates and reaches the OCI and AWS targets. So this is a hope my screenshot is visible. So this is like the AWS side where the tunnel is up on one channel. So so it is recommended to bring up both the tunnels for a secure production environment. So this is like we have enabled only one tunneling for testing. And this is the OCI side tunneling status where one of the tunnel is up and running. So post the network connection, successful connection. So you will see this kind of status on both AWS and OCI side. So that makes sure the tunnel between the OCI and AWS got established. Yeah, and so we can move to the different AWS Oracle options available now. So first option is RDS for Oracle, as of you know or might not know. So the first and the most familiar service is the RDS for Oracle. That is like the IS that DBSS service. That in this option, AWS provision manage the Oracle databases. There is no host access provided with this option. So you will be getting just the database details. You can just connect and use it on the applications. And the second option is RDS custom for Oracle. So AWS provision the databases for you using the database software you provide with along with the patches and through the custom option. In this option, you will be provided with the underlying host access also. So you can deploy the agent or whatever the tool required. You can do have the access. And third option involves the provisioning of an EC2 compute instance. On top of it, you can download the Oracle database and install it. Like how you do on the on-premise. So this will have the provision to get host access as well. And yeah, so you can use either one of the database option, and you can you can easily monitor all these kind of targets in OCA observability management, database management. And to give a glimpse, so the first option will be treated as a non-container database because there's no option to provision a non-container container database with RDS for Oracle. And with RDS custom for Oracle and AWS EC2, you will be having the container databases also. So you can discover it as a container database like CDB and PDB. Yeah. Next, we'll see about the architecture to deploy the management gateway and management agent. So these are like lightweight applications that collect and send the monitoring data from AWS to OCI services. So this management gateway will act as a proxy to forward the data and metrics from the management agent to O&M service in a secured way. The management agent will be installed on any of the DB host and application host to collect the logs, metrics, data, and record for the monitoring and OCI, observability and management. All the communications between these two cloud will be routed through the VPN tunneling. So that is via IPsec tunnel, and there is no need for any public requirement, public network requirement. So you need to configure your routing rules and the routes in such a way to route the uh, uh, request to through the site-to-site VPN. So this is on the OCI side where we deployed the gateway management gateway. The second one is the management gateway deployed on any of the node on the OCI AWS side. And we have deployed the database management agent on the database node. So and the agent will be configured with the gateway. So first the agent will be reaching the gateway, and the gateway will route the request to the OCI observability and management services. So all the network and prerequisites are done. So let's discuss a brief summary about the services offered by the OCI observability and management services. So these O&M services provide focused monitoring and management of Oracle databases and applications running on on-premise data center or in the multi-cloud. Database management provides comprehensive management of databases for all flavors of Oracle databases with its full lifecycle solution encompassing the monitoring, performance management, tuning, and database administration. Stack monitoring focuses on monitoring Oracle databases and its surrounding ecosystem, including the components such as listeners, ASM, as well as the host that runs on the application and application servers that use it, enabling to have a wider 360 view of where and how the database is used. Logging analytics monitors and analyzes the log data and Oracle databases and surrounding system infrastructure, enabling you to troubleshoot errors based on the log data. And finally, Ops Insights enables you to trend and focus the database resource requirements and analyze the SQL performance problems across your fleet of databases. We'll have a look on each of the services in detail. So first is the database management service. So with the database management service, you can view the fleet of databases in one place, like whether the database is on-premise, hybrid, or multi-cloud, with full insights into Oracle database availability, performance, and infrastructure operations, which helps to get information on your databases within minutes of subscription. Latest Oracle database supports removes risk of unmanaged databases, replace siloed third-party tools, recover and hardware and resources that saves you money, and also helps to get insights on issues, availability, and key statistics, active operation drill down for troubleshooting and diagnostics purpose. Database information for who needs it, when they need it, and based on their job role. In-depth diagnostic and SQL metric detail that no other vendors can provide. And common shareable source of information enables faster troubleshooting, eliminating the finger pointing situation. Perform operations on one database or a fleet of them. Like, for example, run a job on the database supporting a specific application or a function, whether that is deployed on dev, test, and prod kind of situations. Create once and run across many databases, reduce error, saves time, aids database security, configuration, and compliance management for your databases. Modernize management that your own teams don't have to code or rip and replace. Here are some of the use cases and capabilities of database management service that provides. View database in the infrastructure in all in one place, like whether deployed in on-premise, hybrid cloud, or multi-cloud. It supports my Oracle and MySQL databases. Get insights on fast on issues, availability, and key statistics of the database infrastructure troubleshooting and diagnostics. Perform a task on a database across the fleet of database, as I said earlier. So if you have development, test, QA, or production, different environments, you can group it together and you can create a group of DBs, and then you can execute the jobs on for all the databases. Competitive advantages, like it's completely a managed service, follows Oracle's industry standard leading performance management methods, provides OCI native methods, metrics for DevOps, events, alarms, and monitoring, has unified user interface to monitor Oracle databases across on-premise and cloud, which introduces market-leading capabilities such as supports both on-premise and cloud deployments on VM, bare metal, XRCS, XRCC, and autonomous databases. Real-time SQL monitoring, search SQL sessions, compare performance across different periods of time, performance hub with blocking sessions, view, and more. Easy integration with other OCI services like monitoring and alerting. So this is how you need to register the database on the RDS. Need to discover the RDS databases like CDB and non-CDB. So you need to provide some basic information like the agent and the connection details. And once you provide all the details, you'll be able to discover all the databases. Once after discovering the databases, so this is a fleet it looks like. So we have discovered the non-CDB and container databases as well from RDS. So we have both RDS and RDS custom for Oracle, both discovered in database management. So next service is the Ops Insights. So Ops Insights enables you to administrators to uncover the performance issue, forecast consumption, and plan capacity using machine learning based analytics on historical and SQL data. Organization can use these capabilities to make data-driven decisions to optimize their resource usage, proactively avoid outages, and improve overall performance of your application and infrastructure. So here are some of the solution areas of operation Ops Insight service. So first is the capacity planning. The capacity planning application lets you to understand, analyze the trends in the utilization of critical databases and host resources such as CPU, storage, memory, and IO. You can also analyze the compare and contrast resource usage across multiple databases and hosts. Next is the Exadata Insights. So Exadata Insights lets you to analyze the resource utilization of Exadata systems like database machines, cloud services, cloud at customer, and identify the spare capacity for new workloads. This gives you the holistic view of all the Exadata system across your enterprise to help optimize the capacity based on proactive planning and drive database consolidation use cases. Next service is the Adam Spotlight. So automatic database diagnostic monitor is an expert system that allows analyze data captured in the automatic workload repository snapshots to review performance analysis. Ops Insights can harvest those and interprets the ADDM data from your databases and highlights these findings and recommendations for you. And next is the SQL Warehouse. So Oracle SQL Warehouse application marks easy for you to manage SQL at a scale. So with Oracle SQL Warehouse application, you can analyze the SQL performance problems of enterprise for the enterprise-wide applications across the fleet of databases. In addition, Oracle SQL Warehouse provides trend and key insights to the performance of SQLs, thereby helping you be proactive and avoiding future problems along with the applications. And we have some warehouse solutions available, like to handle the AWS data from multiple databases. So Ops Insights provide an AWS Hub, a cloud-based repository that collects and consolidates the AWS snapshots from multiple databases into your OCI tenancy. EM Warehouse provides a convenient way to access and analyze the data using cloud-based tools and services. And Exadata Warehouse provides the intelligent analytics that lead to you manage the performance and utilization of both on-premise and cloud-based Oracle engineering systems such as Exadata DB systems and XRCC. So you can also connect with the third-party tools like uh, Jupyter Notebook, or you can use Oracle Analytics Cloud to analyze those data and get your more insights about the databases. Here are some of the use case examples on capabilities of operations in Ops Insights. So it helps you to analyze the database demands, forecast resource consumption using the pre-configured machine learning based forecast models, brings together and compare SQL performance data across development, test, QA, and production. Automated daily forecasting to predict capacity issues in the application, database, and infrastructure inefficiencies. This helps to analyze performance patterns over time and uncover the performance problems, avoid outages, and improve performance and availability of your application. To identify underutilized and overutilized and inefficient databases. To estimate the opportunity cost of highly valuable CPU demand and access opportunities for using autonomous CPU auto-scaling feature. So the DBS would use the better manage and plan their database deployments on-premise and cloud or in hybrid or multi-cloud scenarios. Operations would use this feature to help reduce cost by identifying the underutilized database and consolidate for and identifies the candidates for consultation also. And development would use this tool to identify the application inefficiencies, troubleshoot the SQL behavior plans, and plan violations from the development to production. And some of the competitive advantages, like it is OCI native managed service integrated with other OCI services, superior observability instrumentation, and engineer systems and analytics insights, extended services to large EM customer base. So you can bring in the EM data here and you can use for the analysis. So you can bring in the PDBs discovered on the RDS databases to here, and you can do the capacity planning of those PDBs in an effective way. So here is the Gimson, like we have discovered the databases on operations insight, and you can do the you can discover the host as well to uh, do the capacity planning of those hosts. So you can bring both the database and hosts together for the capacity planning, and it uses real-time AI and ML functionality to give the forecasting of your resource utilization. Next is the stack monitoring service. This service leads you to predictive monitoring an application and its underlying application stack, including the application servers and databases. You start by discovering all the components of the application, including the application topology. Once it's discovered, it automatically collects status, load, response, and error, and the utilization metrics of all the application components discovered. So stack monitoring provides discovery and monitoring of an application, including its underlying stack, whether it is running in Oracle Cloud or on-premise or in multi-cloud. So with stack monitoring, you will get full stack visibility into health of Oracle databases, WebLogic servers, e-business suite and its components, Oracle databases, uh, PeopleSoft environment, and so on. So we keep on adding more applications to this. So we have app-specific home pages in stack monitoring that provides the holistic observability and monitoring of these resources. From the home page, you can monitor the availability status of those components, and you can review the open alarms, monitoring the load, response, and utilization of the app. You can discover the databases, and you can monitor the availability of the databases, and you can monitor the metrics and availability of the databases on the OCA stack monitoring. Finally, you can use the telemetry option to with OCA monitoring service to configure the alarms and notifications based on the uh, database metrics. You can create alarms and notification for the same. So this is how you can discover the databases for stack monitoring. So while discovering the databases on stack monitoring, you have the provision to discover for logging analytics also. The discovery flow will be common for both stack monitoring and LA. So once you discover the databases for stack monitoring and LA, the entities will start showing on the stack monitoring as well as on the LA. So this is the discovered DBs on stack monitoring, the RDS databases. So next is the logging analytics service. So this logging analytics services lets you to index entries, aggregate and explore, search and analyze and visualize and monitor all the log data from your applications and the infrastructure from cloud, multi-cloud, or from your on-premise. So logging analytics service, which provides machine learning powered insights against massive volume of log telemetry data without data scientist or any expert involvement. Logging analytics makes it easy to unlock the value of your log data with out-of-box visualization and features. You will be able to quickly find and needle the hashtag among the millions of logs. You'll be able to instantly answer questions such as, is this normal, or what's the pattern, using applied machine learning such as cluster links and trend correlation. And we have made the work easy for you with hundreds of out-of-box parsers for a wide variety of Oracle and non-Oracle technologies, both commercial and open source. Logging analytics also provide out-of-box interpretation such as error classification of your Oracle logs, ensuring you spend less time in searching, more time improving. And with this complete control over data and archive and recall, you can meet your compliance and retention requirements at minimum cost. Here are some of the use cases and capabilities of logging analytics services. So preset machine learning algorithms over 250 plus parsers for Oracle products and more logs from the cloud and on-premise. So machine learning based clustering and pattern recognition, data classification, indexing, and correlation of to identify the outlier data. Integers and analyze the raw data into patterns, anomalies, insights that converts to dashboards and custom visualizations to sets and best to represent the data in real time. The competitive advantages like deep knowledge on Oracle stack, one-click ingestion monitoring, dashboards and predefined searches. Unified managed with OCI, APM, and database management services. Powerful and extensible log analytics platform with enhancement for any logs. Integration with enterprise manager targets also. And it introduces market leading capabilities such as packaged application discovery and fully integrated log ingestion. Like you can discover the packaged applications like EBS, PeopleSoft, Siebel, WebLogic, and Oracle databases also. And those targets will be auto populated. You just need to associate the sources with the entities to start collecting the logs from the database or the applications. And topology aware log exploration root cause analysis. So you will see the topology once you discover the complete package, and you will be able to identify where the issue is, and you can easily you can so you can easily identify the root cause by drill down more into the specific logs, and you can identify the issues. So out of box support for third party and Oracle stack and OC infrastructure logging also, and versatile insight for any type of log data, and you can bring in your own. So if you are not able to find any log type or source type, so you can bring in your own source type also, and you can start logging viewing those logs and identify the issues with those logs. So this is the log analytics screen where we discovered the databases, audit logs, trace logs, and alert logs, and you can drill down more into those logs and identify the cluster of like potential issues with the logs. So we have the additional features like the dashboards for your databases. So you can discover once you discover all the databases in database management, you can view the database performance dashboard, and you can create your custom dashboards as well to actively monitor the different metrics of your databases. So this is like cloud infra performance database, and the previous one is the fleet of performance databases. And you can create, there is an option to create recommended alarms on your databases. So if you want Oracle to create default alarms for the recommended alarms for your databases, you can create these recommended alarms. And if you don't want some of them, you can have the provision to edit, and you can customize your threshold level, interval, or the statistics, and so on. So you can create and customize those alarms. And if you have multiple databases, there is an option to create and clone those alarms to a compartment level or to a group of databases also. Once you create the recommended alarms for a database, you can easily replicate to the fleet of databases as well with less amount of time. And so yeah, so Amida, who is the leader in multi-cloud and observability management. So here is the feedback from Amida. Here is the learning resource for you to discover the multi-cloud databases. in OCA Observability and Management. You can check our manageability documentation, and so there are some videos available. Uh, and so we have the blogs. We keep on publishing the blogs related to observability and management in this observability and management portal. And so we have some webinars also regularly conducted by the team. So you can use that and the documentation links for OCA and observability and management. And you can start a 30-day trial of your OCA cloud infrastructure to start learning these OCA services. And we have the live labs, live labs available for most of the OCA services and observability and management service as well. Do check those live labs so that you can easily get to know all the services in detail. And so please scan this QR to for the exclusive blog on the uh, event we discussed, like multi-cloud database management on OCA Observability and Management. So over to Catherine. Thanks, Catherine. So over
Thank
to
you,
you.
JP. And thank you everyone for joining the call. Before we sign off, I did want to say that we are really looking for customers who are interested in joining our customer advisory board. So if you have interest, please reach out to us. I'm happy to walk you through what all that entails, but we would love for you to join us. We have an in-person CAB May 21 through the 23rd. There's additional information posted on our blog sites calling EM and O&M influencers to join our CAB. And if you're an Oracle employee and you have a customer that you think would be interested, by all means, please reach out to us. We would love to have you. And thank you for your time. That concludes our session today.